All right. You are here for the second episode. It's actually the third episode. We didn't count the first one because it was so awful. That was the pilot episode. Plus, Kylie couldn't get her wireless to work. Here for
It didn't count because I wasn't there.
You were there. We just couldn't
I
hear
wasn't
you.
Really.
Right?
I couldn't hear you.
All right, that's fine. All right. This is just typical. I'm trying to speak, and I just cut off Fred from the very beginning. All right. Episode 2 of 5 Reasons to Drink. We've only got 4 people here because I counted on somebody else to be here. But we're going to be basically drinking with you for the next 30 to 45 hour. The last time we did this, some of the guys decided to do their own stream for 6.5 hours. So maybe we'll just be here till about 4 a.m. Going to introduce everybody who's here with me today. First with the 2 regulars with the disco ball behind him. Whose jersey is that?
The Ray Finkel jersey.
Okay. Figured. The Ray Finkel jersey. The great David Friedman is here. He's taking a brief break from texting me, which we're going to discuss here on the program. Above him, she's busy all day answering her DMs, some of which are going to be read here on the air tonight. Some of you are watching right now. I know you're watching. I know you're watching.
Thank
Kylie,
you so much.
Thanks for being back. You are again at University of Miami. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just saw my professor, my favorite professor, while I was drinking this martini. It was super awkward. He was with his children.
So wait a second. Could you explain the setup there? Because I don't think people really understand this. I had a couple of people ask me, where are you at UM right now?
So I'm right by the library. I brought today, oh my God, there's a bug in it. I brought sugar and I brought water. It's over here. And then I made a sugar rim for my martini. And then I brought a pre-made martini mix. It's a lemon drop martini. I made it myself. I'm a bartender now. It's something I picked up in quarantine. And now I have this martini, and I have more for later. So then my professor, who lives on campus with his children, just walked past and was like, "Hey, Kylie, my favorite student." And I was like, "Oh, hi." It's like great to see you.
So you picked that up in quarantine. We're going to talk about that today too. Things we picked up in quarantine. We're adding a 5th and a 6th here. What the hell is this? Why is it that you're never on time, Alf? All right, before I get to you, let me introduce Manny.
That question is racist, Ethan.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's usually the Latins that are late, not the black.
Whoa.
No, it is, right? It is. The Jews are always early.
The Jews are always on time. I'm early.
Like me, they don't really want to talk to people. So it's like you get there early so that you could say you were there, and then you leave 15 minutes after the thing starts. So that's how Jewish people handle it. Manny Chang, new to the network, right there in the center box on the top. By the way, we didn't do this correctly. So, David, what are you drinking? Kylie told us what she's drinking that she's bartending. What are you drinking, David?
I'm going to actually show you and answer the question. The Kona
I
Big
can't see
Wave.
it. What is it? It's like IPA?
Yeah, it's a golden ale.
You capable of speaking?
Can you not hear me?
Yo, Ethan, why do you have so many problems?
I don't know. I don't know if you said that. All right. Maddie, what are you drinking?
Straight from the motherland of Cuba.
Dude, this audio.
There we go.
Okay, that's very good. Maddie, tell the people who you are because you're new to 5 Reasons Sports.
Well, quick, small, brief description. I worked at WQAM for almost 10 years, did everything behind the scenes. Producing wise, engineering wise, board hopping wise, you name it. Any big shows that we had when it comes to, Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes, Florida Panthers, I was basically a part of it. So, yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, and now you've come to us because we are like the Ellis Island of sports media.
You guys are that new family that is like a sponge. It's like, come here, soak it up. And
We're the Raiders.
Well, basically, when you try to, sign everyone, and then 1 or 2 players, they can't, get their physicals in. But other than that, hey, thank you, and can't be more happy to be part of the team.
All right, welcome here, Manny. The 2 on the bottom here, you really put your name. I'm not going to Alf yet. You really put your name in as dark-skinned producer, Parrish?
I didn't actually. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to say
I'm gonna say my
Listen,
device
I'm
is
new to
too
this.
smart.
Even I know it says put your name when you type it in.
Wait a second. That didn't come in automatically. The app doesn't just identify you as dark skinned producer. That's what you call yourself on the show. What's up,
I
dude?
know. I swear to God, man. I guess this is why I don't like all this stuff interacting, man. These devices are too smart, man. That's
But I'm
what
the
it
one that
said.
gets all the flack about not knowing how to use technology.
I just roll with it, man. Like, why fight it, man? It named it for me. I like that my computer knows me, man. It does the work for me.
All right, thank you. So for the rest of the night, I'm calling you dark skinned producer. Am I allowed to do that? Am I gonna get in trouble for that? Am I good?
That's super racist, bro.
I mean, I make
hold
Jewish
on,
jokes
hold on,
the whole
hold
time.
on.
Is that cool?
He's actually missing an eye.
Yeah, Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Twitter wouldn't let me dark skin producer. The whole word, the whole name is too long, so I had to cut out a letter.
So you did do it. All right, Alf.
No, originally when I first set it up, I did it. That's what I set my Twitter handle as.
I mean, everyone understands what the fuck you're talking about.
This Mr. Dark Skin producer, what are you drinking?
I got rum and what is this? Gin and cranberry.
All right, gin and cranberry. All right, Alf, what do you got? How drunk? First thing, Alf, how drunk are you?
I've been drinking since 2:30.
First half of the day.
Wait, can I tell one thing before I go on? I woke Alf up this morning because I had a T-shirt to give him from Dutch Valley Farms, which is one of our sponsors. And after I dropped my daughter off, Alf lives pretty close to where I used to live, and so I went to drop it off, and I woke your ass up, didn't I? Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know why you calling motherfuckers at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a pandemic.
First thing I texted you. First thing I texted you. I texted you twice.
And the fact that he didn't respond didn't give you a hint.
Well, look. There's only two options. Okay, there's only two options at that point. All right. I mean, either wasted as hell or rolling over on somebody. And I figured if he's rolling over on somebody, it's not the worst thing for me to show up. And the second thing is, if he's drunk as hell, that's part of the natural state on the podcast. So I'm used to it. So I figured, what's the problem? What happened here?
Hey, we added.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Friedman must
My cousin wanted to see Lasner. He wanted to see the guy who wears jerseys all the time.
Before we get to Lasner, Alf, what are you drinking?
Right now, I'm finishing my vodka and Sprite. And then I'm going back to Crown on the rocks after this.
Okay, Alf.
Because I don't give a fuck about mixing.
Ryan Lasner has joined us tonight. Why are you not wearing a button-down shirt of some kind?
Mr. David Friedman he's wearing the button-down for me.
Okay, we're not really going to include 7 people in here, are we? What is the jersey you're wearing, Lasner?
Oh, it's just the Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
D-Wade.
Okay, you have like a jersey coming in the mail, don't you? From somewhere?
I do. It should be actually coming in tomorrow, which I feel terrible about because I wanted to show it off tonight. But I guess I'll talk about it. It's going to be a Tua Dolphins jersey.
That's presumptuous.
Should have waited a couple of days.
It's going to be number 3, so hopefully he picks 3.
It's from China, right? It's from China. It's bringing the virus with it.
It's from China. But
He's too close. Can you put him in a box next to me?
That's where you ordered it from, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had a lot of success with China, though.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not even going to expand on that conversation.
My mom did.
Hey, that's Manny King.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, so you saw or you met David Beckham from a distance?
I did.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool,
and then the next day, the whole thing happened.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Beckham might have caused it too. So all right. So Lazar, what are you drinking again? Show me.
I got America's drink right here.
Okay.
That counts?
Oh, Solana.
I can see it.
Seltzer.
Seltzer
Mayberg, right?
Seltzer Mayberg, one of our sponsors, onecalllegal.com, which I'm going to need after this if I drive anywhere. All right, I'm drinking. I'm not really going with hard stuff tonight, even though my daughter's not here. Just vodka, orange, simple screwdriver. It's the only thing that I can really figure out to make tonight. I'll get to the Jack and Coke later. Who the hell is that down there? Holy shit! You're a real person.
I am. I'm not a ghost in the machine.
All right, let's.
I've got
he's the only one-
a
only
real
one wearing
drink,
a
and
hat.
I've also got real audio.
Look at that.
Oh,
All right, Chris Kaufman.
Technology at
Chris-
its best. I love it.
Chris Kaufman of 3 yards per carry is about to start a dissertation on all of the offensive guards in the draft. We'll join you back in about 90 minutes. So just break all that down.
Ready?
You're on the clock.
Strap in.
Tell me about their hips, CK.
And
Tell me about their
start.
hips. There you go.
my
CK,
God.
what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Corpse Reviver.
Okay. There you go.
It's
So we've
So have we
Not
gotten
legit,
into
but-
all the creeps attacking Kylie? Have we gotten
No,
into
that-
yet?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's basically where we're going. Although
No, that's
Did-
what
was-
we
Can
were
we do the latest right before
that
we
what
got
we're
on the
doing?
show?
For
Right
real.
before we got on
For
the
real. I had
show.
to jump in.
well, this
before.
reminds me of a 5 Reasons Sports watch party. Because now we basically got 7 guys.
Oh
and-
shit!
and-
Who's losing?
and one woman. Well, we're all losing.
All of us.
because we're in
All
on
of
a
us,
Friday
yeah.
night. But
Planet Earth.
even when we had a watch party at a strip club, the guys outnumbered the women because there were like three dancers there the entire time. All right, let's get right to
That's
it.
what does.
Everybody's supposed to bring a topic. We're just gonna go to Kylie first.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I did bring a topic aside from all the other amazing content that I have for you. Okay, so recently, today actually, Joe Buck was offered a contract for $1 million to commentate for women's porn. I guess it's like a sex cam thing. And he politely turned it down, but they are looking for other sports broadcasters to do the same thing. So what I'm wondering for you guys is, which sports broadcaster would you like to hear commentate women's sex cam show?
Uh,
Okay. Chris
I have my
Berman.
answer.
Deep,
Joe
deep,
Madden.
back.
Deep, deep.
I mean, we've already established the only answer to this is Gus Johnson, right, Kylie? That's
We
it.
did talk about this. earlier.
Johnson.
We did.
I would be super excited.
But I
I mean,
think
that-
that Tony Romo would be good. He would be so wholesome, you know? Like,
Yeah, but Tony Romo would be distracting because he would tell you what her next move was going to be before it happened.
I know. That does take away
And,
the element of surprise.
what's the
But-
fun of that? That takes all the
Okay,
surprise out of it.
You know that like Carrot Top, who's like famous on Pornhub because he just like does things that are like, now I repleather your couch and then lay you to bed gently and tell you a good night story. So like really wholesome stuff that for some reason he's become famous for. Like it's not sex at all. Do you know what I'm talking about?
no, I totally did not know that he was famous for.
Oh,
on
I have no
Wow.
idea either.
at
I'm,
all.
The more you know.
I'm watching the wrong Pornhub video.
He's very famous.
Something new tonight.
He's
Let me
very
bring it up.
famous, but I feel like this is how Tony Romo would be. Like it would be very wholesome, be good
type.
content. Like I feel better after watching it. I'd be like, I feel okay for those girls. Like
If you see weird reflections off my glasses, don't worry.
What? Hey, CK, what's the last time before we get to the rest of this topic, what's the last time you shaved?
This is my sequester beard I've got going.
Yeah.
And we kind of, so I'm on an equity team, and we have 8 people, and we've all decided that we're not gonna shave until we get back to work. We get back into work with one another, and we get to take a picture. So this is my sequester beard.
Oh my God, we've got somebody else here, and we're going to continue with Kylie's topic. This is now our 10th person of the night. Another member of 3 yards per carry. He's going to break down the defensive tackles.
Are you talking about my dog, or are you?
No, Alfredo Arteaga is here. Alfredo, what are you
Seriously.
drinking?
Remus.
Stella, can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, where
Yeah.
are you? You on your porch?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alfredo
guys, you can
has
see I
guaranteed.
have a stogie.
Alfredo has
Yeah, I
guaranteed
stayed
that
there-
the Dolphins are getting Tua, right? It's still there?
Yeah, it should be Tua. Should be Tua Tagovailoa.
Boom.
is he gonna be number 3? Is that the number he's gonna pick?
Yeah, he will be taken third, and they'll give up something to move up to 3. Because I don't think
Yeah,
people are
but his
stupid
jersey
enough to
number.
just not take what they give.
All right, this has gotten too serious, though. We got to get back to Kylie's conversation. Alfredo, you're watching porn. Who do you want to be broadcasting it? Pick a broadcaster. That's Kylie's question.
Wow, Al Michaels.
That was my runner-up.
Is an oldie but a goodie.
Bill
Why?
Bill
Why?
Walton.
Somebody suggested Bill Walton. Somebody else said they're not drinking with us, but they're doing heroin. Look, whatever floats.
That was my dad.
The question is, who does Hubie Brown root for during the porn?
Whoever's losing.
Okay.
That's how Hubie works. I picked Gus Johnson.
Booger
No other
McFarlane.
suggestions here?
Yeah, Chris Berman, I said.
I heard Chris Berman. What about Stuart Scott?
Chris Collinsworth.
Stuart Scott. We got to bring him back from the dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stu's dead though. Like I was gonna say Jack Ramsey, but may he
Jack
RIP
Ramsey
as well.
Well, things got dark here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Lerner, Lasner. Who's
What's up?
your pick?
Oh, I mentioned
Harry Carey's a good one.
Well, let's say you just hosted Eric Reed, right? So he did a great job for you guys. I think Eric Reed would do a great job for me.
Kaboom.
Yeah, but the thing about Eric Reed though is it's all about the numbers. With Eric Reed, not much emotion there. Like he'd be giving you stats, like how many times you. Well,
yeah, but he's seen the culture within. He knows the culture.
You see the culture within. All right, we're gonna move on. Okay, Kylie, anything else you want on this topic before we go?
I just want to say that I would really like to hear Chris Collinsworth commentate women's porn because I feel like he'd be really good. He'd be like, now this is a girl who really has it all going for her, and I would feel better for the girls as well.
All he
Okay,
would
we can
do
move
is plug Pro Football Focus for like half an hour, and
Oh my god! Only Alfredo can take us from porn to Pro Football Focus.
To a
All right,
different.
there we go. All right, Friedman, you got a topic for us tonight?
Wait, we have to drink. We have to drink.
Oh, we got to drink. Drink at the end.
Right.
Drink at the end.
Drink at the end of the
Or
top.
if you're at home doing heroin, do that. Bob Costas.
It's
was
my
suggesting.
dad. He's not doing heroin. I promise he's not doing heroin. I can't even. All right. So, I was just saying, like, what's
how about we come up with who you don't want to be the announcer? I'm gonna kick it off with Bern Lundquist.
Dick Edberg.
Wow.
Dick Stockton.
Brett Musburger, you are looking live at Ethan Skolnick's bedroom.
Oh no, Brent would be the worst though. Seriously, Alfredo, dude, Brent is the most lecherous broadcaster of all time, right? Like, whose girlfriend did he hit on? The Alabama quarterback's girlfriend?
Yeah,
right.
Greg McElroy's girlfriend.
No,
Right.
AJ McCarron.
Oh, AJ McCarron.
Yeah,
It was another nondescript Alabama quarterback. Yeah.
That's
AJ
right.
McCarron's mom.
That's right. AJ McCarron's mom. To that we drink. All right, Friedman, what's your topic?
I was just saying, what's like the one purchase that you've made during quarantine that you would have never normally made, and were you drunk when you made it? So, for me, we bought an above ground pool because of the quarantine and with the kids, and we're trying to keep them busy. And I'm not super handy, so we bought it about like 2 weeks ago, and it's still not together. That's the one thing that I would have spent money on had we not been stuck at home. We have 2 kids, man.
But you did buy the stripper pole that's back behind you by your disco set, though, right? That you were able to.
The pole is hiding.
Okay, that's good. What did I buy? I've spent like crazy money on Amazon the last 2 weeks. And I bought some shit I'm not going to tell you guys about. That's what we're going to do. Lazar, go ahead.
I bought some Miami Heat masks that I'm gonna wear out, for covering my face. Those are in the mail. It was coming in the mail, and I bought like one of those guns, but it's for massaging, and it's like, so I spent money on that.
I'm sorry.
Are you sure that's what it was?
Yeah.
That's one of the ones.
It's a gun, and it has different tips, and you just put it in, and it can
Oh, it
massage
has different
anything.
tips.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
Amazon consider that an essential item? Because
It came in faster than I
Was it
thought.
listed under for women or for men?
It's
Be
a
honest.
unisex toy.
What have you bought, Parrish? Anything?
I have a jacuzzi at my house that I've been in my house for 2 years, and I have a broken jacuzzi that I decided to spend way too much money on to try and fix myself, and that it's still not working. Like my man who just couldn't, I ain't got it working yet, but I've spent way too much money on Amazon for pieces and parts for this jacuzzi. It's not an exciting story, but that's what I. Yeah.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Comfortable.
Next foundation.
There it is.
Wait, no, that's the pool, David Bonner?
Timing is everything.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you, Dark Skin Producer. Appreciate that. How many times can I say that before I?
You're in, baby. I put it. How come you didn't give anybody else a hard time about their? They put Lazarus Sport. You gave him a hard time about his name.
Because I don't even know his first name at this point. He goes by Lazarus Sport everywhere. That's
Brian
all.
Lazarus, Lazarus Sport.
You're Paris to me, Manny.
up,
What have you
Paris?
bought?
What up, Lazarus? What's going on?
I'd probably say I bought a bike for my daughter, and I have to put the training wheels.
Oh, I can't do that shit either. I have a scooter sitting in my closet for a month, and she keeps asking me, she's like, Daddy, why haven't you put it together? I'm like, because I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
But the best part is that Easter could have not come in a better moment because now she's stuck in the eggs. So we're good now. Until she goes home for a little bit, and then after
Phil B says he bought a giant box freezer. Trying to think the other shit that I bought here.
Maybe
that's
it. Put beer in it.
Alfredo, what have you bought?
Actually, today I closed on a townhouse, and Guy, all week. I think you know a little bit about this, Ethan. I told you I was working on trying to put out a fire on like Tuesday, and Guy tried to pull the COVID, like, I can't sell this fucking thing. And I said, no, you're selling me this fucking thing by Friday, and I pulled it off and closed on it today.
All right.
And it was the weirdest closing. It was the weirdest closing in the history of closings. The guy came to my house, stood out front in the street, left all the papers, about 147 pages worth, on top of a table, and told me sign them and then leave them there, and then put your 2 driver's licenses so I could take a picture and confirm that you are the right people to be signing this.
Up. What just happened there?
No.
Who's in control of the tiles?
You guys made so much fun of me, and now look who is having the issues.
Oh, look at that. All of a sudden, it's like you're pulling back the screen there. All right. Anybody else buy anything? Anybody else buy anything unusual this week? No?
I bought
All right.
I bought like $40
I bought a
worth of
gold
liquor.
mining. I bought a gold mining company.
Okay.
True story. True story.
3 weeks.
The entire company.
3 yards per carry. 3 yards per carry. We ball at 3 yards per carry. All right.
That's it. By the way, for
That's
people
it.
who don't know, CK manages money for a living, right? I mean, we're allowed to say that. Nobody has any money anymore. So how's that going?
It's going pretty awful, man. Try being a financial manager in a financial crisis sometime. You know, that's we always say that 90% of the time it's better than having a real job. This is the other 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty bad, but that's okay. I'm holding on to my gold now, and waiting for everything to collapse.
That's people like the beard.
Good advice.
I could grow that beard if I took. I mean, that would take me 3 years to grow that beard.
At about 11:30.
Yeah.
About 11:30.
What's that?
We got a topic. You're supposed to
Yeah,
make a
yeah.
topic
Well, I
every
do want to
day. What's the
mention
topic?
that 5 Reasons Sports has a TikTok now.
Oh god.
I have
So
the
does
one.
Ethan.
That's right. So we have a TikTok, and if you follow 5 Reasons Sports, you should definitely consider following the TikTok. Kylie's been on it, but we do have a lot of trending videos, and basically, just if you continue to support us, follow that. And also the IWF, are you familiar? Isolation Wrestling Federation. They gave a great
That
shout
sounds
out
like
to
some
the 5 Reasons
weird
Sports.
fetish porn, is what it sounds like to me.
They did actually they went at Levitard on this. Can someone, before we get to your topic, whatever the hell that's going to be, can somebody explain TikTok to me, because I just figured figured out Snap. It took me a while to figure out
This guy
Snap.
just walked by and saw me drinking and was like, yeah.
Kylie, can you explain
Thanks,
to him
dude.
what TikTok is?
Can you explain
do
it?
you know what Vine is?
I know what Vine was. Does Vine still
Okay,
exist?
right. So Vine no longer exists, and TikTok is basically Vine.
Oh, is that right?
But it's kind of like the crowd is mostly younger people, like high schoolers. But we're trying to infiltrate that because, no offense to high schoolers, but they're incredibly cringy. I mean, I was a high schooler and it was awful. So sometimes the content is good.
Well, you were like a high schooler 2 years ago.
My drunk. Okay, excuse me. All right, that was 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago.
It's not an exaggeration.
It's actually 4. I graduated high school early. Okay. Y'all.
Oh,
4 years ago.
We're mature for my age.
So basically,
we're so gonna get sued. It's just like ridiculous. All right. Anyway,
it covers our demographic that Twitter doesn't cover. So we're going further, reaching further.
So we're gonna get even more immature. Basically, that's
You can also. I make
that's
some
where we're
really
taking
great drunk quality TikToks. So.
I agree. They're pretty good.
Thank you. Thank
as
you
long
so
as
much.
Chris Collinsworth can narrate them, I guess it's fine. Lazar, do you have a topic?
Well, I just wanted to do a little short promo there, and
no.
no. And I mean, I could say, you know, we've been trying to. All right, how about this? I got one. I've been trying to study the NFL draft, which is coming up this Thursday, and everybody's been trying to study it. So, is there one player
not everybody
besides Tua that you want on the Miami Dolphins?
You mean aside from a quarterback?
It could be besides Tua.
Justin Jeffries.
Yeah.
The wide receiver.
I mean, does it have to be realistic?
No, it doesn't have to be realistic.
No.
And obviously Chase Young.
I would take Justin Jeffries, the wide receiver.
Okay, LSU.
Yeah, give him somebody else to throw to.
Well, I would recommend
Coming with
reading.
real answers out here. What's up?
Oh, what the Alf? You're never alone, are you? Ever?
Social distancing. It's just 6 feet. 6 feet,
right here. I would recommend checking out the website because actually Alfredo and Simon did 7,700 words on the NFL draft. So
God, that's way too many.
Could get there. Alf, do you have a topic? That is a lot. I didn't read it. I
wanted to answer.
Posted it. Alf, you got something? Is he frozen again? Or what?
This time it's not the same.
No, it's not the same, right?
You got to upgrade your internet connection, bro.
Can you guys hear me or no?
Connection.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Can you guys hear me? Or no?
I can hear you.
Send it out, man.
What happens when you live in?
I wanted to answer the question of who I want the Dolphins to draft.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
I want the Dolphins to draft a guard at 5.
A guard.
Yeah, I want an offensive guard or a tackle.
That guy.
All right, thank you.
Oh, a tackle.
I also hate the Dolphins. So
I didn't hear any of that. All right, who's the next topic here? Because I couldn't hear Alf. Did you have a topic, Parrish? Have we gone to you already?
My question is if there's an NFL season, do we think it's going to be played without fans? We're going to do the whole season, half season. Like, how much are we doing without fans?
I don't think there'll be fans.
That was mine. Shit.
I would say
I don't
probably
think there'll be fans the rest of 2020 at any sport.
Exactly.
I don't.
Exactly.
I was on the call with Adam Silver today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the sense they're planning with fans. I think they're planning to play at some point, but it's going to look very different. And
I got it, David. Good joke. I'm not going to leave you hanging out, bro.
So,
well, my question with that was basically, okay, so they play without the fans, but what happens when the first athlete or first couple of athletes test positive?
Well, Von Miller
already happened. Brian Allen of the Rams already came out, so it's already happening.
Yeah, I mean, no, but I mean like while they're playing, while they're actively playing against one another, and then they're like, well, I just played against them yesterday,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's feasible. They'll have to start all over from the very beginning, and like I said,
Rudy Gobert happens.
Yeah,
Rudy Gobert happened. That was the one guy. They shut the whole thing down.
That's what happens, though.
Yeah,
but they're also not even saying how many guys. Silver said today that now the privacy rules have finally kicked in, and because everybody's home and they're not testing regularly, it could be a lot more than the 7 that they had, but they don't know how many it's going to be. What is that sound? Is that your jacuzzi? Or what do you have it put together?
That's Alfredo's back there.
Oh, that's Alfredo.
Thank you. See, he just wants to pick on me. See, I see what it is.
That's you see what it is. Alfredo. Yeah, turn that off. All right, Maddie, you got a topic?
I mean, this whole talk about the NFL draft. Listen, it's going to be something unpredictable. It's something crazy. I mean, I've been, I'm 32, so I've watched drafts for years now. But for me to see an article and whatnot and keep reading that certain GMs and certain front office people of these teams don't know how to work a computer, don't know how to work a Wi-Fi connection. Like, are you kidding me? Like, so where, like, what do you basically do then? Do you write everything on a piece of paper and under a filing cabinet? Well, these guys are gonna trade for it. It's like, you idiot. Do you know how to work a computer? Okay, then.
They were doing drafts though before the internet. You know what I mean? Like that's just news stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they've been doing
We do fantasy drafts every year, the same.
But
yeah, you know what I mean? Like you don't need it as long as you got a telephone, bro. You can make drafts happen.
Exactly. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, isn't Roger Goodell making the picks from his basement? Pretty sure the man's gonna have 10 lions in front of him with 10 phones. He's gonna pick up one by one. Like, what the hell's the problem? And now the whole thing
is Roger Goodell gonna be wearing pants?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh. Wow. I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I don't want to think about that.
What percentage of the people on the screen
are you wearing pants? Are either one of y'all wearing pants right now?
I'm wearing basketball shorts.
Well, I'm in public, so yes.
Leave it to the imagination.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't answer the question, Kyle.
Yes.
It's breezy in here.
So yeah, so that was just basically it. I'm thinking these guys are making thousands of dollars.
Show Ethan's nuts.
Ethan's wearing pants.
I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts.
We could see.
Well, we saw Dave Gettleman. We saw Dave Gettleman, the Giants GM. His setup,
right, like
his desk. He had lotion on the desk. I mean, there was right next to the hand sanitizer. I don't know.
Real quick, Ethan.
Who doesn't?
He likes to keep his hands moisturized.
Yeah. So Ethan, my thing was is it possible that most of these GMs and whatnot or people in the front office don't know how to work a computer? Because the whole thing is, we might lose Wi-Fi connection. How do I know how to do a laptop? Something. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, how old are you?
We don't know how to use computers. Okay, let me look at this. Look what we got here.
Ethan, you're one to talk. Ethan, you're one to freaking talk. Okay.
Yeah, you don't hear anybody.
I come to UM. I skate here. Okay, I walk. Okay,
I do this skate here.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I bring my longboard. Except for on the way home, I usually walk because last time I tried to longboard home while I was drunk and it wasn't so great.
But to answer your question, Manny, I think they're gonna fuck it up. But I heard today that the NFL said that they're gonna give them time, right? Like they're gonna, if there's a connection problem, they'll pause it. This is gonna be like I said last week, it's gonna be like my old fantasy basketball drafts, where like you're there for 12 hours and everybody's just picking off the cue. Like
so Roger Goodell is going to receive the call in his boxers and shorts or something. Hey, stop it.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing, at least he has a sense of humor, right? Like that'll make it go well.
Roger Goodell has what?
I'm kidding. I'm
was
joking.
Gonna
Kylie, did you want to get to what you wanted to get to tonight? Oh, by the way, we're not drinking.
First of all,
so,
what I wanted to get to.
You never forgot what the show's about.
I know. Drink. Well, I have underage people here. See, my daughter left.
Don't admit that shit on camera.
Okay, guys.
Can we edit that part?
I just want to say that I didn't ask to have this content. Okay, well, I did the slang bit, yes. But the other thing, that's on you, Ethan. You were the one that was like, yes, let's do that. Okay?
Let's do it. Well,
and these men get exposed. You can blame Ethan. So don't send death threats here. Send them to Ethan.
I get enough of those.
He's already
Trust me. Yeah. David knows. Everybody out here knows. I have enough of those. There's security
Ethan,
downstairs for a reason.
Stick to sports, bro. Stick to
sport. I get death threats from all comers.
You get death threats from Simon.
That's true. Simon might get as many as I do, actually, but for different reasons.
You get
Kylie,
for real?
What
I got
besides the one that we know.
No, there have been others that have been pretty close to the line. Yeah.
I get threats to people that want to fight me, and then they meet me at watch parties, and they're like, "Hey, bro, what's up?"
I didn't know how big you were.
They buy you.
I didn't realize you actually were.
But most of them have. Wait, Kylie, what was that?
I had a man tell me that he knew where I lived once in a very threatening manner, so I didn't like that. Even
I've done that to a couple of Heat Twitter people.
thought you were gonna say what?
Don't do it.
Like, motherfucker, I know where you live. I've looked it up.
Christ.
I will be there tomorrow if you don't stop talking shit.
We're in quarantine.
And they always stop talking shit. It's amazing how that works.
I wish I was early black.
Well, most. How do you even figure it out though? Because most of them have fake names and 12 followers.
Man,
right?
I got people, Ethan.
Okay.
I got people.
I'm your people, bro.
Right.
By the way, what shirt?
Never cough out.
By the way, what shirt?
I got
what
lawyers
shirt
in group chats.
Gary,
what shirt are you wearing? Five on the floor, Haslam shirt. Kylie's still waiting. Oh, by the way, Kylie. So did you bring the shirt with you? That
I didn't bring it with me, but I have it at home.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it work, but I just wanted to let you know that when you told me that an extra small would fit your daughter, either that was a lie or I'm a child.
Probably a lie.
Okay.
Second.
The small does not fit.
Little of column A, little of column B.
A little about, but Kylie, you told me. Oh, anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. I didn't think the extra small. I didn't think the extra small would fit. I never know with women whether you're supposed to order bigger or smaller because they get offended either way.
You always just assume smaller, sweetheart. Always. One time my dad bought me a medium, and I still haven't forgiven him.
But Kylie, if you assume smaller, you're making a judgment about something.
Okay,
Are
so
you not?
here's crazy idea. What if you asked?
It's probably why I'm alone on a Friday night at age 47. Okay. Probably because I haven't asked enough.
It's quarantine, man. We're fine.
Yeah, it's quarantine. Yeah. Well, you can get around it. CK, you got a topic other than offensive guards?
No, other than you know why I'm drinking tonight is there's too many heavy topics going around today. So my topics are just going to be like heavy ones, like how bad is this going to get, and is the entire financial system going to collapse? You know, that's the kind of
always the life of the party. CK, we're all going to die. Yeah. Straight to that. We're all going to die.
CK, newsflash: it's already getting bad. So I don't know how much worse it's going to get.
Oh, the dark skin producer is back. Good to see you.
You let me back in. Aren't you the one controlling the tiles?
I don't have anything to do with that. Alejandro does that. Don't blame me for that.
I'm just
don't blame me for that.
Kylie, don't you have some crazy questions?
I have. Okay, so I have two. I've been told that I have 2 segments or bits.
You have as many segments as you want. I'm trying to get rid of my bad reputation. I'm going to let the women go.
I'm the life of the party. It's fine. Okay, so I wanted to ask, because I know you guys are all like old. No offense. I wanted to ask you guys, because last time I said the word sus, and I received like flack from that because you guys didn't know what that meant, which seems more of a reflection of you guys than it is of me. But I sent Alejandro, our producer, a list of words. I would like him to put them on the screen if possible.
Yeah, putting Alejandro to work. I love it.
Yeah. And there's 5 words. Shook. Okay, it's our first one. What does shook mean, gentlemen?
Come on.
That means unprepared for the situation. Or
rattled.
Yeah, rattled.
You listen to Mob Deep if you know what.
We're starting.
Great song.
Is that a Jewish rapper, Parrish? Otherwise, I would not be familiar.
No,
you know who the Beastie Boys are, bro. Come on.
I know. That's right. They grew up near me. Okay.
Wait a minute. Last night, how old are you?
32.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're right.
Balding like Friedman and Ethan, huh?
So he makes me at 35 look like a total fucking old asshole.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He seems kind of hip with the times. Okay, wait, hold up. Let's do the second one.
Okay.
These are easy. Big mood. What's a big mood, guys?
Big mood.
You don't get the answer. You answer the
Upset, mad.
Happy?
No,
big mood.
It's more positive. No, it's more positive than that.
It's when you're feeling it.
It's more
big mood.
Yeah, so you're feeling it. It's like I'm into it
right now.
I'm into it.
I finally banged it.
Big mood. I don't.
Right.
There
you go.
I don't know if that context is what I would use it in. But I mean,
it's when like you find a meme and it's perfect for the way you're feeling at the moment, and you're like, Big mood.
Do you have like a younger sibling?
Lasner speaks in memes. That's how he
immediately relates it to something social media.
I know all the language, everybody's language.
Lasner speaks in memes and polls. Like that's like that. You're in Ryan's element right there. All right, that's two. Big mood.
Okay, third, simp. Now,
that's classic.
That's all the guys that.
All the guys in my DMs.
Yeah, basically. It's a guy that will. Have you seen Colin Cowherd? His daughter. His daughter has a bunch. Liv Cowherd. Oh my goodness! In the comment section, it's just
full of.
Yeah.
It's just pathetic people.
If you don't know what a simp is, Pimp C will tell you what a simp is.
I have some great. I actually, I should have saved this one because I have some really good examples that I could show you guys. But that'll be next time. Don't worry about it.
I think some of those people are watching right now, actually, Kylie. So
that sucks. Sucks for them for being simp.
But all right, I'm going to acknowledge something. Okay.
For the wrong reason.
There's because Kylie, I can relate to this. There's a female friend of mine who I helped build her IG page. No longer exists. Okay, but I helped build her IG page.
What'd you do to her?
Why doesn't it exist anymore?
I'm not. No, it just doesn't exist anymore. But all I'm gonna say is I helped build her IG page, and she wanted me for a particular reason to check through her DMs at one point, and all I can say, Kylie, is I apologize to you on behalf of men everywhere.
Yeah,
because literally it was dick pic after dick pic after dick pic after dick pic after dick pic. Essentially.
He went through
I have like something really good for that. Okay. Like
okay, go ahead.
Okay, when a guy sends you a dick pic, you say, "Oh, what did you send me?" And they're like, "Oh, do you like it or whatever?" And you're just like, "Oh, I can't see it. Was it a meme or was it like you didn't send your dick, did you?" Because I have a thing on my phone that it's a block on my phone. It's a filter that if someone sends me a dick pic, it automatically blurs it and it gets sent to my local Protections Against Women's unit in the police department. So they probably have your name and phone number right now if you send me that.
Nice. That's a good way to go. There you go. All right. What's the next one after simp?
What is it? Dead ass. Another easy one, right? Dead ass.
That's
also in your DMs.
It's a coffin with a butt that's dead.
Stop. Lasner, mute yourself.
Manny, who's that? What is that?
Dead ass.
All right.
So when you drop a mean deuce.
Alf, what is dead ass?
Dead ass means you serious about this shit. Dead ass, my mother. I was about to say the wrong thing. Dead ass, but yeah, we say that shit a lot on Light Skin Opinions. I was about to say dead ass, my you know what?
Mixed company. See, that's the episode.
Honestly, I forgot to use my coded language. Yeah, but dead ass is I'm serious about this shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you be like, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker's ass, dead ass. Like dead ass. And if you clap, Ethan, if you clap while you do it, you're real serious about that shit.
Do you know how ridiculous I would look doing that? Do you have any idea?
Yes, I do.
We all do.
Like doing this?
Can we just like wrong, like just dead wrong slang terms?
So I'm like Will Ferrell in Anchorman. You just gotta like just feed it up to me, and I just read it out wrong. Give us the fifth. Give us the fifth, Alejandro.
Okay, curve.
Ooh.
Story of my goddamn life.
I mean, that's like what a woman typically does to a guy, right? Basically.
That was my second best pitch in high school.
What I do. So.
My second best pitch in high school. That was good.
I think I'm on the wrong end of that. So how do we do then? We did all right.
You did okay. I feel like last turn out really helped out.
It's not that I didn't know what sus was. I just couldn't believe. It was just the natural way you used it that got to me. It's not that.
I'm not old.
Sorry, I'm
not old white man.
Sorry, I'm not old.
All right, drink.
Oh no, wait! There's a fly in my drink. It's a good thing I brought beer.
You seen any other professors?
No, where are you? Where are you in a dumpster? Like you don't drink in a dumpster. Like,
I'm at UM, sir.
Oh, I didn't know. I went to UF and I never got a fly in my drink ever.
Alf, this is the future of America. Drinking during a quarantine in like a computer lab or something like
She's
that.
waiting for the martini
I missed when my favorite professor walked by and saw me drinking out of a martini glass. So
that's some kind of a microcosm of what's going on in today's world. Kylie drinking in a fucking lobby.
It's very hot.
All right, so here's my topic, and then here's my topic. We'll then go to some other ones. What is the one thing that you're going to change in your life that you've sort of figured out you need to change as a result of quarantine?
I'm gonna stop being
For those
a simp.
of you who are married, I know what it will be. You stop being a simp. Parrish, what's the one thing you're gonna change?
What's the one thing I'm gonna change? Man, I don't even know, man. I might not go back to my job.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
I'm like
dead ass.
I get these checks coming in. I'm not gonna be a simp and go back to my job.
Damn, Paris, I'm shook by that information. All right,
that's a big fucking mood.
Big move. Alf, what are you changing? What are you changing?
I'm not shaking nobody's hand ever again. Now that it's like socially acceptable not to touch strangers, like I hate touching random people. Like people, like
That's not true. That's
not true. Everyone thinks I'm gregarious. People think that I'm gregarious.
That's not. What's her name?
People think I'm gregarious and I like to.
I know what he's talking about.
Show emotion. I'm not. Listen, a strip club is different, bro. A strip club is different. Yeah. I'm talking about just regular everyday activities. I'm not going to shake hands as much as I used to.
He's just selective about who he'll shake hands with. That's all it is.
Yeah, you got to. Honestly, if I'm going to risk the Rona, you got to look better than most of the people that come to our watch parties, bro. Come on.
Good point. It's all guys for the moment.
We have a watch party at like a male strip club, guys.
No, we would never do that. I can promise you.
I don't know.
I organize all the watch parties, and that will never happen. I promise.
Alf, you liked who I brought to the last watch party. All right, Ryan, you're up. What do you change? Yeah, you do. Ryan, what do you I'll let her know. What are you changing? What are you changing?
I guess I'm gonna be ordering more takeout than I ever have, just because I'm so used to it, and ordering online and picking it up instead of standing in line. So ordering from your phone and then picking it up. Real simple.
Okay. That's fine. We just got rid of Lazar after that. David, what are you changing?
I mean, you said because I was married, so I'm gonna spend more time with my family.
No, you're not.
More time?
No. Okay, but here's the thing. No,
that sounded nice.
Like the thing is,
haven't you spent enough time with these motherfuckers?
He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna spend more time with them. You're right.
So the thing is,
love you, Adriana. It's nothing personal, Adriana. It's just my general attitude towards marriage.
No, okay. So in general, like, we talked about last week how the first week of the no sports was kind of like a shock to us. And then ever since then, your mind's been too busy on other stuff. Yeah, I probably will spend more time, maybe not on a Sunday with football, but, in general, like a game isn't as important as I've gotten used to not having sports.
Kick Friedman off. He's lying. He's fucking lying. He's lying. It's a lie.
Take him off.
Yeah, kick him off.
David, every married dude I know right now.
Is your wife watching this, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Why would she watch
Adriana? No, she's watching. She's promoting, which I appreciate.
You think she would watch me?
Every married dude I know.
Would you watch me?
Miserable right now.
No.
Paris, I know you're married. I won't make you speak on that, so that's fine. But all my married friends that I'm talking to right now are like, they just had to meet their wives for the first time. They're not happy about it. They're spending all this time in the house.
Ouch.
Oh no, my lady knows me, man. We know each other. We good.
Yeah.
Paris been married. Paris
like, we don't like each other, but
Paris looks young as fuck. But Paris been married for like 15 years, bro. Like, I'm not even lying. Paris, how long you been married?
That's a long ass time. 2004.
So 14. 16 years.
Yeah.
That's almost as long as it's been since the Dolphins won.
That's as long as I've been.
It's almost. Okay. Well, that's almost as long as since the Dolphins last won a playoff game, right? Fucking 2000. That's
2001.
Fins up.
2001.
It wasn't. It wasn't. No,
Bill
it
Clinton was
wasn't.
still in office.
No, it wasn't 2000. It was December 30th, 2000. CK. They
No,
didn't even get
it's,
to 2001.
Was it December 30th? I thought it
December
was
30th.
just into-
Lamar Smith,
They beat
209
the
yards.
Colts,
December
right?
30th,
You're right.
2000.
You're right.
Beat the Colts.
Because I
Beat the
remember.
Colts.
It was a New Year's. It was a New Year's trip. I was in Orlando.
Yeah, football town. Football
Yep.
town.
Yeah.
Start that shit.
Fuck off.
Manny, what's the one thing you're gonna change?
Oh man, going on the cruise.
Well, you lost your job during the quarantine, right? So that changed.
I did.
Right?
I did. Unfortunately, I did. Of course, it's just one of those things that you don't think is going to happen to you until it happens. But hey, it's a life learning experience, right? I mean, when you have a daughter, you got to keep going forward. You don't really have another choice. But one thing that will definitely change will be cruises, man. That story from the Bloomberg, yes, absolutely. It touched me in a way that it's just made it look like just human lives weren't important anymore. And
for sure.
Sad to see. Very sad.
Yeah,
That's,
stay away from the cruise liners.
Well, it's not great for our favorite owner. I'll tell you, it did not reflect well, and I feel like I'm the only person in local media who's been talking about that. Like, it's going to affect the Heat too, because what was Carnival's
talking about it.
What was Carnival's stock at today? Like, was down 80 something percent. Something along those
I don't
lines?
know. I don't know, but I mean, I watched it go down. I watched it go down into like the 11s or stuff like. I mean, it went from like 60 to 11 or something like that pretty quick, and we were just watching this in horror, really.
Yeah.
By the way, David, your wife just came out and said she's not making you say this, but I mean, I don't.
Man, look, I've known so he's been married for 14 years. I've known my wife since high school. Like, it's not like that, man.
I feel it's just you just in the house with her, man. It's
you
all
got
good,
you got married.
Oh man,
You got married at the
so many
stadium,
marriage
though.
pointers before I pop the question. Thanks.
Hey, I got lucky enough to marry my best friend. I'm sorry you didn't. I'm gonna leave it there.
Manny, the only question to pop is asking
I'm
the
gonna
divorce
do that
lawyer
with
what their fees are.
Amen.
But congratulations on that, David. I appreciate that. It says Alfredo is back. Alfredo,
Yes.
what are you going to change? What are you changing after the quarantine? How is it going to change your behavior?
Well, it was already said, cruises. Yeah, cruises are the fuck out. But I usually like on Friday when the market closes, I like to go to my favorite cigar lounge or bar and chop it up with friends and, just glad hand with a bunch of people. I think that has to end, unfortunately, but it has to end. And of course, shaking hands. That's over with.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
You're
Yeah,
never gonna shake hands again. Never.
I'm dapping motherfuckers up hard.
When are you gonna feel comfortable though?
You're not giving them the one, the little clap. You're not giving them the one.
Nah, ain't none of this. Ain't none of this. Yeah. You honestly, it's gonna be until 2021. You might get an elbow from me. That's it.
Damn.
You ain't getting no hugs, no nothing.
I already
I don't
want your
even-
elbow.
If you don't want my elbow, we're good.
Yo, I got you here, man.
I'm not sure dapping's much better, Alf. Like, dapping's not much. It's still like.
No, there's less contact. It's like bomb.
I got that chin.
This whole the palms and shit. You
Oh,
realize what we
oh.
do normal? Like we just like all rubbing. Ugh, that's gross now.
Yeah, Alf, but here's
It
the
sounds
thing.
disgusting to me.
Alpha, Corona can also stay here. So if you keep doing this, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, I mean,
Bro,
You
I'm
can
saying,
tuck your thumb for your arm, and that's not gonna matter.
how about we just wave at motherfuckers like from now on?
Forrest Gump.
I'm dapping you up the next time I see you, Al. I'm
You
giving
better
you
not
Alright,
fucking
Ray,
touch
by
me.
the way,
You better not touch me. You better not touch me.
my guy.
Alf,
I don't know you like that.
Drink.
I'm touching you on the screen right now, Alf. There you go.
Don't touch me.
Oh,
Somebody's
Kylie's back.
texting.
Oh, you're on your phone. I'm stuck.
Kylie!
I was promoting.
Oh, okay. That's the next thing. That's the next thing I want to
Let's
bring
go.
up.
We need some
What's the
stories.
next? That's the next.
You guys can
we
take-
need Freeman. We need
You guys
Freeman
can take
onto
me.
this.
You guys can take me off because I'm gonna bring Freeman in my place.
All right.
say less, Alf. Say less. You're out of here.
What's up? I'm gonna take.
All right, there he's coming back. Good, Kylie's back. Okay, because this is something I need to ask. All right, I'm going to ask the other three of you guys because Kylie and David, I mean, we've all become fast friends preparing for this fucking show. But I swear to God, I cannot do any more work because I have group text strings are the death of me. How much is an appropriate time to text on a group text string during a day? Because I think Friedman hit 1,000. I think Friedman hit 1,000 yesterday. What is appropriate, Paris? What is the most that you will tolerate?
I'm not just reaching out to you. Like, hey,
I'm
buddy.
the wrong one to ask, man, because I have very little tolerance for the group chat too, man. Like honestly, and I'm in on all the 5 reasons chats, right? I get them, but I mute them by the hour. Like I very rarely will interject or respond, but I'll mute them by the hour because I can't keep up, man. You guys, some people just have a lot to say, man. So you just got a lot to interject, a lot to get out there. So I just like to read them, but not many.
Manny, how many can you take? Because I feel like I'm being intolerant to the two people on my left and my right down here. This one.
I mean,
this
listen,
one.
It's not my fault. I'm young and I can keep up.
I'm just saying,
I can keep up too, Kylie, but that's another conversation. Go ahead, Manny. Go ahead.
You really have that much? You really have that many good things, Kylie? Go ahead.
No, wait.
Oh boy. Here.
I feel like I just slid in her DMs. Go.
You're gonna get exposed on Twitter.
I've been exposed on Twitter before. Okay, everybody knows that. Go ahead. To 71,000 people. Manny,
man.
Answer the question. Change the subject for me, please.
How many is too many?
Okay.
Too many is quick. It needs to be a lot. How many?
I would show you my phone, except I'm actually doing the StreamYard thing on it. Is 100 a day too many? Is that too many?
Yes.
I don't send that many. Get out of here, man. Long ones. I don't send like 10
I mean, but the way that I see it is,
actually, I want to say this. Alejandro just messaged in that some of us are just still working because he's doing the producing. True. Alejandro has this thing where I don't like Android people. Like, just like I don't like Republicans generally.
No,
I don't like.
No wonder you never text me back.
I don't like Android people because you can't just send the messages. It's just you never know if someone's checking it. You never know if someone's messaging you, and so Alejandro has an Android, and you can't send the audio messages on Android.
He's the one who's fucking up.
Fuck you, Ethan.
You're an Android. Actually, I'm looking at this right now. Paris. No, Paris is
I'm
iPhone.
iPhone, baby.
Your iPhone. I know everybody in the network, like all 60 people, because I separate you based on. That's how I discriminate against Android people. Manny's
I'm an Android guy.
Alfredo's an Android person. Friedman's an iPhone person. Kylie's an
Samsung for life.
Alphonse is an Alf. Our other Alf. Fuck WhatsApp. Okay, I can't. I get stalked on. Okay.
Why?
WhatsApp is for
It's the only way I can talk to Simon is through WhatsApp.
Well, he's in England though. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. But Alejandro does this thing where he's always like, it's always the same message because I'll call him because nobody under 40 years old uses the phone anymore. I'll call him and he'll text me and say, can't talk right now. Okay. Does anybody on here use the phone ever?
Like call
the
somebody?
Actual phone. Yes.
I do.
I'll call somebody. Yeah, I'll call somebody before I text them for sure.
Yeah.
It depends what it's about.
I like texting better unless the call is.
I called Jenna today.
I noticed last week that I haven't had a landline in 7 years.
Yeah, I don't even know what that looks like.
I haven't had a landline since I moved out of my parents' house. That was the last time I had a landline.
Kylie, have you ever seen a landline?
Okay, first of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, okay, actually, my mother really, we don't have a landline in my parents' house, but my mother really wants one because she says that, if someone, she's like, my mom's a little paranoid. I hope she's not watching this, but she thinks that, like, if her life is like a horror movie and someone would like to come get her, she would want like a landline if she didn't have her phone on her. That way she could like crawl into the room, like grab the landline, call the police, And I mean, I guess that's kind of fair, but I mean, I still wouldn't have one.
So you don't have one, Paris? You have one?
I live in an apartment.
I haven't had a landline.
23-year-old man. Like, of course I don't have a landline.
Yeah. I've had a landline
Alf,
since 2002.
Yeah, I don't have one either. I think Xfinity, like, they actually charge you less if you get the landline. Like, they offer the package. Like, you can actually save $50 if you just put this phone in your house, right?
I fell for that. I fell for that shit, and I ended up paying for like 18 months of a landline that I never used.
Yeah. They don't even want to do that.
I was sitting in the back while Ethan was talking about WhatsApp. Like, honestly, Ethan, it's a fucking app. Just download it. It's ridiculous. That you don't even know. You
don't understand.
Okay.
So true story. When Ethan first tells me he's gonna put me on a chat, what's the first response I gave you, Ethan? Said WhatsApp? He goes like, and the way he said no, I felt like he really wanted to kill me. No, Twitter.
No, it's not that. Okay, I message people on Snap. I message people on IG.
And he messages people on Snapchat.
Well,
okay.
She's a little older than you.
Okay.
But
just a little.
Just a little bit.
Slightly.
A little.
Do you know how Snapchat works? Aren't you too old?
He does. Surprisingly,
but he
doesn't know surprisingly.
How Vine works. He doesn't
I
know.
know.
Yes.
My daughter knows how it works.
Okay. I don't want to reveal Ethan. I don't want to reveal Ethan right now. But there's a reason he's figured out Snapchat, and he's figured out Snapchat, but it has exactly.
No.
I know he figured out Snapchat, but he won't.
I've seen some things.
He won't figure out WhatsApp because it's not advantageous.
No, there is a reason. No. It would be advantageous to me. Actually, that's not true.
Exposed.
I don't. Well, again, I've been exposed.
I have a question.
I don't use it because someone was stalked on there, so I don't use it. It's off my phone.
I have a question that I think is related to this. Is there an underground like with TikTok? Is there like an underground like porn culture with TikTok? Because I didn't know Twitter had an underground porn culture until I joined Twitter. And then I flipped up and found like there's this whole culture of just porn, like people selling everything on fucking Twitter, man. I didn't know. So is that like with TikTok too? Like what's happening with that?
No,
well, that's Snap though.
About its community guidelines. If you even like curse in a video, they might take it down.
Okay, so no.
I know because I curse a lot, and I accidentally cursed in a TikTok video, and I got taken down.
I've heard a lot
but you know what's happening on you know what's happening on Snapchat now though? All these girls that can't work in certain clubs anymore, all they do all day is send you their OnlyFans. That's all.
Yo,
they do.
don't hate. They gotta make money.
OnlyFans now.
So Ethan, is your credit card maxed out yet, or what?
Don't lie.
Too many $13.99 sub.
That's why Ethan's trying to sell these damn shirts.
No, he's just giving them away, dude. Like he's just giving them away.
He's like, just buy a goddamn shirt. She's about to
if you're hot and like under 30, just DM Ethan for a shirt.
MyFaceSports.com.
Jesus Christ.
See what you got yourself into here?
Time to drink.
Time to drink.
Time to drink.
Alejandro just saved Ethan's life.
Yeah, thank you, Alejandro.
It's too late for that. All right.
Does Alfredo have a question?
Wow. No, I really don't have a question.
We can do my bit. I would love to expose some men right now.
All right, let's do that in a second after I tell everybody what we're doing Thursday night, because you're going to be on that too. We're having the biggest draft show ever.
It's crazy, man.
You realize that I don't follow college ball, right?
So, you know what?
It's going to be like this, is that we're actually going to have shit to talk about. So we're going to basically
I'm just going to be happy
8 p.m.
for all the athletes.
Whatever, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So for the NFL draft show. So check that out. Like I said, it's like 20-25 people. So we're going to have like CK trying to give real analysis. CK, how's this going to go with the draft?
Rankings videos.
You guys are going to be out here giving real analysis.
CK, I need your best center, baby. The best guy that can snap the football between his legs. Let's go.
we can try to give live analysis. We'll see if we're drinking like we are tonight. But
yeah, I think so.
You know, it depends on how
the
beginning of the draft goes. If it goes with Tua or if it goes with Justin Herbert, then if it goes with Justin Herbert, it's going to go downhill pretty quickly.
Yeah.
and then we'll start drinking, and we'll probably be complaining a whole lot, and you know, it's the analysis is going to go out the window, and it's just going to be a bunch of trash. So that'll actually be more fun than anything.
We're actually gonna have the Bulls
if it's
cast
too
guys on here.
Yeah.
We're having Slim on here, so that's.
I'm going to use my very unique and the world's best performance algorithm to judge all of our draft picks.
Really?
You want to explain what it is you did with that this week?
Well, so the thing is that it is my belief that you can rank athletes based off of their performance by the way that they look. I think that's fair.
Oh.
I think that's very fair. If you haven't seen it, I have a video. It's my pinned tweet on Twitter. It's very good.
The basis of talent evaluation.
I might have had a few drinks before I made this video. That may or may not have happened. We'll leave that up to, just obscure. We don't know. But, for instance, while Justin Herbert, talent-wise, okay. And looks-wise also, okay. Kind of looks like a baby. Talent-wise, maybe also kind of a baby.
He still hasn't even hit puberty yet.
He looked like a middle school lacrosse player.
Kylie, Sam Cassell's entire career blows up your algorithm.
Okay, I don't know. I honestly.
You don't know who Sam Cassell is.
He looks a
little
think that
bit
you're wrong.
I think that you're wrong.
Mars Attack.
I just like to say that I'm always right.
Sam Cassell looks like an alien. He looks like the alien from American Dad.
I mean, look, if we're gonna start with the comparisons, then I think it would be Patrick Mahomes, okay? Because not only does he look
Sam
and
Cassell
sound like
looks like
Kermit the
an
Frog,
alien egg.
okay, but he happens to be very
something's
talented.
going to hatch out of his head.
Guys,
But it doesn't matter because I'm always right.
Popeye Jones, come on.
Popeye Jones is ugly as well. And he had offspring that are actually good at sports. So your algorithm is wrong. Ugly motherfuckers can play.
Walt Williams, baby.
Hey, Alejandro, can you take Alf out? Because I don't like negativity.
You need push back.
I can push him out.
You need pushback on your algorithm. Listen.
Oh, I have enough pushback from men telling me that I shouldn't be ranking people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this is legit pushback. I'm just presenting ugly men that have excelled in sports. Eli Manning's going to the Hall of Fame. He looks like a fucking jackass.
Honestly, if given the opportunity, you cannot tell me that you wouldn't have sex with Eli Manning. That's a bold big lie.
I would not have
That's
sex
a big
with
old no.
Bro, I wouldn't even touch it.
Way to go out on the.
He just looks like a very nice Jewish boy.
So real quick, give us a description of Tua then.
I'm a Giants fan, so yes, I would have sex with Eli Manning.
Please tell us how Tua is going to perform. Then.
Well, Tua has bad hips, so he's not going to perform well in bed. Therefore, he's not going to perform well on the field.
What would Eli Manning say during sex, though?
Jesus Christ.
No,
it's more about his faces. His faces.
You're talking about a future Hall of Famer, you motherfuckers.
Nah, he beat Brady twice. Eli Manning, God, he is.
It's all about Nick Foles.
I love him. Nick
Whoever
Foles
beats
has super
Brady.
big dick
Nick
energy.
Foles.
Nick Foles has just.
He's better than Jay Fiedler.
It's just like a tennis ball. It's like a tennis ball canister.
Jesus.
You gotta figure it out. Alejandro blasted you.
Alejandro's shut the fuck up.
That is a godly man you're talking about. He is a reverend.
David, what the hell are you doing? Drop the mic.
I was just showing. No, it's not. I'm not using it. I was just showing Alf. But
big dick energy right here.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
That's what it would look like.
I'm young, dead ass.
R2 Dick 2.
I told you I had that phallus,
This
baby.
has gone into a weird place.
It always does.
It always does.
But now she's gone.
David, what is going on?
His wife left.
They are.
I got a wife, man. Whatever.
I have to give it to
Alejandro's like, yo, just do it. Like, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wait.
Let's go.
All right. First we drink, and then we let Kylie expose them.
Okay.
I only did 3, but I have over 100, so this segment could go on exponentially, just possibly forever.
Can we all do that like at the same time?
Over 100?
Okay, wait. This is a good one. This is such a good one. Really love this one. I think I love the Dolphins as much as you, and you're a girl. And oh, nice boobs. I'm perf BF. LOL. Have Snapchat? Wow, it's so flattering.
That was mine.
That was for me.
Thank you so much. I'm so flattered. I would love to give you my Snapchat right now.
I'm pretty sure I sent
Snapchat.
Okay, wait.
I'm pretty sure I sent that to like 9 girls.
Whoa. Look at this
Okay, we're moving on really fast. Okay, for this one, I need you guys to look at the time signatures, like the amount of thought that went into these messages. Okay, so we went from like a minute from 7:08 to 7:09 to 7:11 to 7:12 to 7:14 to 7:20. Like there was a lot of thought from these messages, which is proof that Patriots fans are fucking psychos.
I mean, it's not wrong.
We knew that.
Facts already.
I think that was suggestive.
I like the fact that
These
his
are,
name was we blocked out his picture, but his name is still up there. Hey, Cesar Andre.
Cesar Andre. You know I like those foreign boys.
Cesar Andre sounds like
Love a
a
nice
dead
foreign man.
Is that Ben Bolin?
Oh, this one is good. I like this one because I was like asking him questions, like trying to get to know him, and he was just like pilot. I was like, "Where are you going? You travel alone, pilot."
What the fuck is pilot?
I was like, "Are you just gonna like send me like dual syllabic responses from now on? Like, I don't care about your feelings." Like what? Okay, like thank you so much. It was so descriptive. Oh my god,
you should.
the most beautiful dog who walked by me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but that Ben Bolin comment still got to me.
That was Ben Bolin. No,
it was a mic.
No
Super
cap.
bad. I just wanted to say that I have a lot more exposing to do. Wait,
No
can we
cap.
talk about what happened today? Can we talk about what happened right before we went on the show?
Mhm.
I mean, I can pull up the tweets right now, but I'll just basically
Talk about it.
We were, someone asked someone, not mentioning any names, was like, hey, like when does the show air? And I was like, well, it airs at 9 p.m. And then we had this like little back and forth where they were like kind of giving me shit about my Wi-Fi connection and stuff. And I was like, you have no idea the struggle that I've been through. And then like I was like, my Wi-Fi sucks. And then his response was, I'm really good at eating pussy.
Wow.
Yo, this was on Twitter, not a DM though.
This is like this is in a nutshell, a thread. Yeah. You can see it. Like if you wouldn't take you that much searching to find it. I mean, he used a metaphor for this that I was not really comfortable with, which was eating peach. And I did not know what that meant. I had to consult.
Wait. I'm sorry.
You're more comfortable with eating pussy.
I did not know what that meant. Like I don't frequent porn sites, I guess. Like I don't
Peaches.
That's my favorite
dirty,
part.
Man.
That Kylie was more comfortable saying eating pussy than eating peach.
Like
that's my favorite part.
I'm glad you were there with me, man. I'm glad you were there.
Okay, wait. So then after I was like, I pointed this out to him. I was like, he was like being like really defensive about it, and I was like, well, this is what happened, dude. Like I was like, my Wi-Fi sucks, and then you were like, I love eating pussy, and I was like, that was really confusing for me. Like I feel like you could understand that.
That's usually the natural progression when a woman tells you your Wi-Fi sucks.
He was like, oh, he phrased it in this way to say that his bi female friends told him that he was really good at doing this. Oh. And I don't think that that's true, but anyway, then he, after I was like, hey, this was weird, he was like, I wasn't attacking you. I was making a complimentary joke about your character. And then I was just so confused. Like, and then he was like, I know you weren't speaking to me. I never said that. Whoever says some stupid shit like that has never experienced a threesome or an open relationship. That is not me.
Oh, I like the fact. I like the fact that
this is a whole conversation you had with a stranger
on Twitter.
In her pants.
Wasn't a DM. This was on.
Yeah, you can find it.
Yeah,
I saw the conversation.
I
I
really
will add
wanna
him.
respond,
I
but
do
I'm
not give a fuck.
Like, can I find it?
I mean, all
Oh,
you gotta do is
absolutely.
look at it at the
I'll send you
person.
the screenshots.
No, it was there. I saw it.
Guys,
Oh, I
don't
think
look
It's
at
very
it.
confusing for me because I don't know how we got from the show is at 9 to I love eating pussy.
Well,
I
this
mean,
guy
probably
has-
something to do with you, but
I mean, at 9 o'clock, I like eating pussy too. But I mean,
Yeah, well,
And like
that's
in no
usually-
way was
that's
I
the
like, you know
time.
what I would
That's the
really
time,
love
man.
is if
9
you
o'clock is the time.
told
I
me how
mean-
good you are at eating pussy. Like
What-
no
no, what
kind
I
of
like-
please rank yourself.
What I
I'm
like
eating
is that he
pussy.
gave you. What I like is that he gave you his bona fides. Like he has
He
lesbian
did,
friends and
like,
bisexual friends.
isn't it
Yeah,
better
so-
than him saying he's not good at eating pussy?
Well, so actually, I mean, I would prefer there to be no pussy talk. If I'm being honest with you.
I mean, we were
It's not
talking. You're
really-
talking about sports.
It's not what I'm looking for on Twitter.
If
Like,
you're
it's
talking
not.
about sports, eating pussy is like right.
You gotta
This is
I
ABCs,
don't
right
see,
there.
I don't see where those come.
Kylie, do you have different expectations on different social media apps? Because you said it's not what I'm looking for on Twitter, but perhaps on IG or something you are.
Well, on IG, you have the
TikTok.
so on Instagram, right? Someone could message you, right? And then I would just not reply or block them. Like they don't have to see that I read their message or anything, right? Whereas on Twitter, he added me in a message thread. He didn't even DM me. Like this man was like, "I'm good at eating pussy" for all of the world
In
to
public.
see.
He wanted everyone to
In public.
know.
You know what I mean?
He
Like,
knows
that's-
it. I mean,
Like that's so good for you, dude. But please don't like tag me in that. Like I really.
But just in case you didn't
really didn't
care,
want that.
maybe one of your followers would. Like he
And-
has a good
and
point.
So
I was
he
tagged
also like. So here's
quarantine and
so,
chill, man.
So we went from like he was giving me shit for not having good Wi-Fi, and then I was like giving just like defending myself, and then he was like, and then completely 180'd, and he was like, well, like I'm very sympathetic about a female existing in a male-dominated sports world, except that I am male in parentheses. But I've been told by female girlfriends that I can eat a peach for hours, and I don't know how we got to me being a female in a sports world. In a male-dominated sports world, I don't know how we got to eating pussy. Like I was just very confused on what happened there. All of the above.
They go
I
together.
didn't
You the
understand it.
gamble,
I didn't
man.
like
You
it.
were drinking kind of early tonight, though, so maybe you were confused for a
Tonight,
reason.
baby, I've been drinking since like the morning. Okay, it doesn't
But-
matter. I don't
The
have a
first half
job.
of your day.
I don't have a job. I didn't have school today. What's up? All right, I don't need this.
But if
judgment.
you figure that you've only got so much time to say to somebody what you really need
Don't
to say,
blame the victim. Thank
Then-
you, Alejandro.
then just get to it.
We're victim blaming right now. It's not a good look on you guys.
Always the victim.
I just think he wanted you to know that he was a diverse
I thought we were
individual.
talking about
Yeah, I honestly understand. He
I'm
likes
like,
peaches.
I didn't want to know. Like I just didn't want
He
to
likes
know.
I
peaches,
walked into a conversation
vagina.
about peaches.
At what point?
I
At
was
what
in the
point did
back
you
room.
finish the conversation? Because you had to engage with him for
At-
a little while. So
At
at
a
what point were
certain
you like?
point, I was like, "Hey, like you're crazy. Like this is what I said, right? And then this is what you said." And then he said, like he got all
Crazy
defensive and
good
was
at
like,
eating
I wasn't
peaches.
talking to you, and I was like, "You very obviously were talking to me because you added me." And then I was like, "Okay, like this man is a psychopath, so I'm gonna block him." Also, Smoot, victim blaming, very nice. I don't like that. Smoot was like, I understand his perspective. Shut the fuck up, okay? Fucking Jesus Christ. All
Was
right,
this-
I don't.
You know what I've noticed about Twitter? I'm gonna be honest with everybody. Like the horny hours on Twitter used to be like after like from 2 a.m. to like
All
5
the time,
a.m.
baby. All the time.
Oh, the horny hours have been extended, like because
Tell me
of
when
the.
to stop.
Listen, there are no horny hours anymore. Horny hours are 24/7 now.
With that being
It's-
coffee
Yo, I
cannot.
can't even with the question.
Why is
bro.
that coming in on my
Drop my phone. I
Why
do
is
kind
that
of want to
coming
hear
in
the
on my
breakdown, to
phone?
be honest.
I do.
With that beard, absolutely not.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
well, the beard.
No,
Yeah,
it's listen. It tickles. It tickles. It's all right.
How
The
would
beard,
you know?
the
How
beard
would
for
you
him.
know?
It's the flavor
Huh?
saver, man. That's the flavor saver.
Listen,
I think this is about
it's all about the
the.
hits.
This is a bit too much for me. I don't think I can deal with it. I don't like it.
Oh boy.
The flavor saver killed me. I'm
There's
done.
right idea. Great idea.
Dead ass.
You know, how much?
But you know what would make this really great is if we had other women on it.
More
Yeah, it's a little creepy with just one. I got to be honest. It's a little creepy with one.
Kylie,
7 guys.
Jenna canceled 10 minutes before. Leslie
Can't
canceled because she was sick at like 8 o'clock. So we had 2 other women scheduled.
Yeah, my wife is like right around the corner, dude.
Bring her on. Nobody wants to see you.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah.
Go put your face.
Don't you mean your best friend?
Yes, of course.
I actually haven't like seen a woman in person other than my mother.
She's not going to be in person. I mean, you can still see her.
So long.
Neither have I, and it's a problem.
And it
That's
makes
why
me sad.
I can show you some pictures on my phone that are enough.
Yes, we should do an Only Females episode, Alejandro.
Kylie, it's going to be you by yourself talking to a mirror. Like it's.
And I would love to see that.
Half of her day,
That's what I do every day. The people want to see it, right?
Say that's
Believe me.
Millions has actually stuck around in the network for at least a month. We haven't been able to keep any of the rest of them.
Shit. Don't make her go get her sweat. She's gonna take her
Yeah.
swimsuit off.
You're not really
You're gonna
pitching
jinx
this
it.
to me like
That's
super
my wife,
well.
by the way.
I don't know.
You're
if
totally
it's me or
jinxing this.
somebody else, but I
Thank
can't
you,
keep it in.
David Friedman.
What happened? Hey, Parrish and Alf, didn't you have a bunch of women who were participating in light skin opinions? What happened there?
Alf scared them all away.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
They couldn't handle the constant barrage in their DMs, so they
Well, those were other business matters.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, I'm pretty light skinned, man.
Now, but legit, of all the podcasts, we've had the most women on our show of any of the podcasts. I'm going to be completely honest with everyone.
Wait, can I get on it? I mean, I'm racially diverse.
Listen, we
Kylie,
accept all creeds and colors. You just got to understand.
Kylie, I was on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kylie, you're on. I'll hit you in the DM. I'll let you know. I'll wait for a couple sentences before I let you know how good at pussy eating I am. But I'll invite you on.
Thank you. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
It really has nothing to do with coming on the show.
Like, okay, 10 messages in, then hit me.
Yeah,
with
then
it,
we'll start talking about my peach eating ability.
I thought this was about peaches.
But Light Skin Opinions has had a number of women of color on our show, and more than any other show in 5 Reasons. So I don't want to hear that shit, Ethan.
But then you also brought a woman to be on 305 Live or the pregame thing, and I feel like she'd never watched basketball before. Who was that?
Oh my God, that's not my fault. That is entirely Christopher Maddox. That is Christopher Maddox's fault.
If you brought her on, it's your fault.
I think you're muted.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
I think he stopped talking. I can't hear him.
Alf is not muted.
I don't know. All I know is I feel like she'd never seen the game before. And Alf was typing this up the whole
Okay,
week.
wait, Ethan, did you change your name?
Yeah, you did.
Let's go. Oh, sip, I will drink this.
Oh my God.
I changed it.
Holy crap.
I was waiting to see how long you take you to figure it out. To that drink.
Jesus, how long has it been like that? Not so long. No, shut up.
Since I came back. It was like that. Hey, Manny, I want to ask you something because you were over QM. Was that thing that Hawk posted on Twitter, was that real with like the 9 Dolphins? Did you see that shit today? The 9 Dolphins beat guys or something?
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, I can't.
Nah, Manny.
It's like a touchy subject for you.
Nah, Manny. We're in the honesty
Dude,
corner right now.
I have. It's that the thing is, I have the ultimate respect for all those guys over there, man. I don't.
So
you know what I mean? But if you were to rearrange the question, then I could give you an answer.
I have a question for Manny.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How'd you end up with the last name Chang?
My father is Peruvian, and we got it from my great grandfather. That's from China.
Wow.
Yo, Chinese squad, what's good?
It made a love connection.
I'm a Wang. Tang, Wang.
Center squares.
I dated a guy once who had only dated Dang, Zhang, and Wang. So that's about where I am in my life. So
How good was
I'm getting
he at
another
eating
drink.
peaches?
Kylie, I've never dated an Asian girl. Never.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Ethan. But honestly, you should probably diversify.
That's my problem.
Kylie, remember his name is Simp.
That's racist.
Yeah, are you just gonna act like this from now on, Ethan? Yo, David got a hat.
David, what do you? Oh, Hakuna Matata.
Oh, it's a wonderful.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It means no worries, bro.
Could you just please have your
It means no worries.
It means I love my wife.
Days.
It means she's my best friend.
It means my best friend made me put this on.
What was the question? I missed the question.
He's got quiet.
Yeah,
I didn't hear the question. What was the question? Last call.
Last call. I gotta refill my drink. I'm gonna go refill my drink then for last call.
All right, refill the drink. We're doing the last call with everybody who's been here tonight. It's been a total.
Wait, should I open up a new
All right,
beer? Or
refilling.
I'll open up a new beer. Hold on.
We'll just go for another 6 hours after this.
What are you doing, Kylie? Are you shotgunning that shit?
I finished the beer, sir. Fuck.
Did it just disappear?
I'm a slow
I'm like
drinker in
magic.
history, so.
You never saw it.
Yes, Sedano over my drinking
I
abilities.
don't
All
think
right,
it's very
Al,
cold
last
anymore.
call.
George Sedano.
Make a toast
Man.
to something. Everybody's got to make a toast to something, and then we go. Kylie, you go first. We'll go around here. Man, it'll be second.
To Tua Tagovailoa's hips. I hope he can fuck a woman with them.
Wow.
To that. To whatever.
Okay, Stem.
What? How am I?
Tonga. His name is Tonga
Tagovailoa.
You've got to be able to eat pussy.
Bro,
I'm not even walking into this. What am I doing?
I'm so glad
To
I'm not on
the,
790 anymore because I don't want to have to fucking pronounce that name. Like, I don't even want to learn how to pronounce it.
name?
I don't give a fuck.
Learn how to pronounce Giannis's last name. Manny, what's
Atipopopo. I got that shit.
To the
I'm gonna
Miami
skip your
Dolphins,
ass.
to the Dolphin fans, it's gonna be a shit house next week.
It is. I have a bad feeling.
I have a really bad idea.
Drink to that. Drink to that. David, you're up. You're gonna toast your wife. I know it, so we'll skip you. CK, toast.
Oh man, I couldn't hear you at all.
Toast to something.
Oh, toast.
Yeah, to something.
Toast to Mrs. Ross for giving us the best entertainment that we've had on our show all year, and also to Joe Burrow, who's going to be the #1 pick in the draft and richer than any of us will ever be, and then to Roger Goodell, who's going to conduct the entire draft with no pants on. So cheers.
Everybody in the draft is going to be richer than we'll ever be.
Everybody take your pants off.
Well, fair. But will everybody in the draft have no pants on?
It's pretty much the combine. Alf.
Oh, you want toast? I'm going to toast to everybody who's listening to Light Skin Opinions and downloading our podcast every week. Our podcasts are actually up since the fucking Rona hit. I don't know what's going on. I think you guys realize that there's not sports shit to talk about. So if you're going to hear some shit, at least listen to us talk about bullshit like stimulus checks. So toast to everybody listening to Light Skin Opinions. Me and Parrish and Christopher Maddox. We post maybe once every week and a half, 2 weeks. We're not on the schedule because we're black. We don't give a fuck. I'm usually drunk when I do that show. So this is kind of like me on Light Skin Opinions. If you like what I'm doing now, you should download LSO. That shit is the same thing. So toast to you motherfuckers that are downloading that shit.
I've been doing. I started doing like little marketing like advertising videos and stuff too, man. I'll talk to you later about that, Ethan. I don't know if you saw the LSO intro I did, but
I did. Yeah,
man, I'm trying to take this opportunity, this quarantine time, to be productive. I don't know if I missed my toast, but I'll drink to that.
Okay, toast to that shit.
Yeah.
Toast to dark skin producer being productive. Alfredo.
Yeah, I'd like to toast. I'd like to toast ESPN because they're going to remind us this week of the most obnoxious sports team in my lifetime.
Stop hating.
The 1990s
Stop
Chicago
hating.
Bulls.
Stop hating.
Fuck them.
The best team ever.
So everybody should watch that Last Dance documentary and be prepared to hate on them incessantly on Twitter after every single one of the 19 episodes that they have planned for us.
Best team ever put together. 98 Bulls.
All right, anybody else want to get in here and toast David? You got to David, toast your wife. Just do it.
Actually, I do want to say toast to all
my
the
wife,
people that
my
followed
best
us, that followed us and donated to Nikias. I was really
Thank you.
impressed
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I was really impressed by how quickly everybody acted on that. And
Myers.
That was pretty awesome. So,
Pretty soon you'll be able to
toast
buy
them.
Carnival.
Yeah, for people who don't know. Yeah, for people who don't know, that situation is pretty cool. Nikias, who is one of the best people in our net, not just one of the best writers, one of the best people in our network. His house basically burned down, so Alf organized a GoFundMe, and we raised $18,500 in 3 days.
Yep.
Pretty fucking cool. I need to do a GoFundMe for 5 Reasons Sports. I'm thinking about it.
Nobody likes 5 Reasons the way they like Nikias. So.
No,
Don't put your name on it.
Part of us. That was pretty cool. And the best part, this is not going to be my toast, but a toast to Myers Leonard.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I've covered a lot.
Yes.
Right on.
Cool athletes over the years. But the way that Myers is interacting with people, but then for people who don't know, we're still listening to this. Myers saw the tweet. Some people reached out to him because they know how cool he is, and they know he's engaged with social media. And all of a sudden, there was $1,000 that popped into that GoFundMe. But it's not just $1,000; it's that he retweeted it, and him putting it on there. We raised like $4,000 in the next 30 minutes.
Yep.
Because of that. So it wasn't just his $1,000. So. Like, that guy is legit. Like, I've covered. I mean, he's close to he's getting on my top 5 of Heat guys. Like, I got PJ Brown and Brian Grant. There's some guys on that list, but he's getting up there. So, cheers to Myers Leonard. That's
Cheers
Myers
to
Leonard.
And
Cheers to
L
Myers
coming
Leonard.
on.
20 million.
And
5 Reasons
L,
to drink.
And L.
Yeah, that was very cool. We have anybody else? I guess everybody else is kind of bolted at this point. I'm going to toast to Donald Trump's heart giving out. To that.
Fucking A.
There we go.
I'll fucking drink to that, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna
Drink
jump
to that.
on board.
What
I
happens about the
guess.
morning all the way? Secret Service is going to be at my house with a minute on WhatsApp. Or something
They were
like that.
there already, bro.
Kylie, you've been the star of the show. I promise you we will get you women next week, even if there's some of mine.
Not to plug because we haven't really figured things out yet, but we are hopefully going to start an all-women's podcast / YouTube show. Probably more of a YouTube show, so you guys should watch that.
Hammer time.
We should. What are we calling that, by the way?
I'm figuring it out. I'm working on it. I'm fucking hammered right now. You think I'm gonna give you a list of names? Like,
Yeah, longboard home.
We've agreed that it's not going to be called Chick Chat because that's what the girls
No.
wrote last time, and that didn't work out. So.
it's gonna be a normal name.
That's
It probably
a terrible
will not have
fucking name.
anything
That
to
wasn't my
do.
fault.
Great name. If you have like 4 or 5 women, and then you have like 6 or 7 of us, you could call them chicks.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's going
You
to
could also
be
call that
2 women with a rotating
Right.
third co-host / guest. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You guys are
Yeah,
not
they don't-
invited. No
they-
offense,
they don't need
but
the men
please
on
stay away.
They don't need the men on that. Please stay away.
I really
We're
don't.
also going to be doing esports stuff on the network. That's coming up soon too. So we're going to start adding that because there's no real sports to play. So we're going to start doing esports. All right, anybody else?
Once I can get my
Final
stream
thoughts?
working.
Final drink.
Kylie, if you need me on for Dolphins takes, I'm available.
Alf, you're not a woman unless.
I also hate the Dolphins, so
Hey, fuck you, bro.
Your general manager jerks off at his desk at his war room.
Gettleman?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wins more Super Bowls than you do.
Oh, he hasn't won shit.
Yeah, wait.
And he does have a big giant thing of lotion at his desk, at his war room.
He hasn't won anything since he's been there.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. The Giants have won Super Bowls in my lifetime. In my lifetime, have you? Okay, until you guys see a Super Bowl in your lifetime, do not say anything to me. All right.
I'm wearing a red Bengal
I was
jersey.
born the year that went undefeated.
I have a quarterback that looks like he has special needs, and I've won 2 Super Bowls.
Fuck.
Okay, like get the fuck out of here.
Nice to him.
We've lost.
I love that motherfucker, Hall of Famer. Eli Manning. I told you guys earlier I'd have sex with him if I had to.
Oh,
If
Eli.
you had to.
If I had to.
You'd like it a little though.
He means if he had 2 drinks in him.
Everybody's
3, at least 3.
I understand it. There's nobody's judging. David, you have any final thoughts? Does Adrian have any final thoughts?
I have too many thoughts for you to begin with. You don't like my thoughts.
Don't say that in that way. Do you know what a thought is? That's going to be on the next segment.
My thought is this: what the hell are you going to do in the next week in quarantine that is going to make things better? Because I can't think of a single thing that's going to make my life better other than the pool.
I'm just gonna keep drinking.
I'm going to keep tweeting and drinking. So.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Cool. Look at this thing, man. Yo, there's some puddles in there.
Thanks for joining us. This will be worse next week, I promise you. So everybody who joined us, Lazar disappeared. Who we lose? Manny. We got dark skinned producer Parrish Thompson, David Friedman, Alphonse Sidney, Alex Toledo disappeared tonight. I don't know what happened to him. Alfredo Arteaga, Chris Kaufman, Kylie Wang. Did I do that correctly this time? Thank you. All the women who were supposed to be here tonight but were scared off by my presence. And that's it, right? That's it.
That's Ethan's sex life in a nutshell.
All right.
I've seen the pictures. It's
Good
not.
night, guys. Good night.
So have I, Alfredo. So have I.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. It was a pleasure.
All right.
Selling our shirts. Good night.